guys, this is if your sun, moon or rising is in Scorpio. Scorpio, okay? Sun, moon or rising in Scorpio. Love and relationships. The 11th to the 17th of May. What's coming in for Scorpio? Let's have a little look, Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. Sting in the tail. Are you ready to pounce here? We've got a bit of a sting in the tail with the 5 of Swords coming out here, Scorpio. And I think you're either in a foul mood or you're going to be dealing with someone who's in a pretty foul mood here. Someone who's got maybe poor communication skills, avoidancy, control issues. Ugh. Scorpio, that's a lethal combination. Yeah. I'm hoping that's not you, or you're not on the receiving end of that, because that's a real foulness. That can be very abusive communication, or just kind of neglect, victimization and persecutor energy coming out here, a conflict. So let's have a look what else is coming in for Scorpio. Issues to do with self-worth and the offer of love not being received, not being given here. Emotional content not being offered. Blocks in emotional offerings here. The beginnings not happening, not getting past a certain point. What else is coming in for Scorpio? Something that does not feel complete. I think you've got this energy of feeling quite single, Scorpio, and a harsh judgment. I think someone's done a very harsh judgment with the situation here, who's not seeing the bigger picture, who does not understand the bigger picture that's going on here, cannot see the wood through the trees at the moment. Let's just get to it, because these are some real cards coming out here, Scorpio. Let's have a look, Scorpio, at your feelings towards this person. Love and relationships from the 11th to the 17th of May. What's Scorpio's feelings here towards their person of interest? Up and down, oscillating between not giving a shit and having very possessive feelings here. Control, avoidancy. Now, you could be dealing with someone that, if that resonates for you and who you're dealing with, or this is how you're feeling. A lack of positivity. There we go. Distrust. Distrust coming out straight away. Melancholy, lack of clarity, not seeing clearly or feeling clearly here with the situation, not feeling positive. Maybe the optimism has turned into a little bit of a rainy day kind of energy. How else is Scorpio feeling towards their person of interest, love and relationships? You've either been very giving, or you could still be wanting to give. I think there's a clarity of thought here, even if there are dishevelled, slightly depressed feelings here, Scorpio. There's an imbalance. There's certainly imbalance going on, Scorpio. And you may be dealing with more than one person as well that's coming out here, Scorpio. It's a possibility. Scorpio, what the fuck? There's some real sadness, loss and grief and regret here as well. What is that for Scorpio? Hidden energies, stuck, restricted, self-limiting mindsets, a future offer not coming, and again, feeling single, but somewhat okay with single energy. You're upset. You're upset about a connection here, Scorpio. I can see that. Something has upset you, and I think you're just trying to make clearer, better decisions for yourself, but you're in the dark a bit still, and there's an imbalance coming out, and I think you're aware that actually being on your own here, it's not so negative at this current moment in time. If you are, that's quite a specific message for some of you. Let's just get to it, Scorpio. Let's get your person of interest. Let's just get their feelings, yeah? What is this person feeling towards Scorpio, love and relationships? They want movement or contact, or there has been movement and contact, or they're pursuing you. What is this person's feelings towards Scorpio, sun, moon or rising? What is this person's feelings towards Scorpio, love and relationships? That there's two pathways in front of this person. They feel the disconnect. They feel a painful separation from you. So there's something going on where you might be a little bit estranged from someone here, Scorpio. They feel burdened and overwhelmed and challenged, this person, because they've got this outlook, this perspective here. Continue with something that they know, that they've already amassed and gathered behind them here, or a future new perspective. Is there something new coming in for this person? How else is this person feeling towards Scorpio currently? Delayed in offering emotional content, but thinking about commitment and the institution of commitment, i.e. deeper commitment, the Hierophant energy. This person is taking time to judge this in the appropriate way, is what I've got coming out. That's not someone seeing the bigger picture. Now, we did have that, didn't we, at the beginning, Scorpio? Someone not seeing the bigger picture here. So maybe that is you. Maybe that is you. Maybe you can't see the future orientation of this because it's been distressing or regretful or something sad about this situation. But this person is struggling to keep courage and control. How else is this person feeling towards Scorpio? Love and relationships. That you are on a little bit of time out. Maybe you had a little bit of distance with this person recently, or are going to. There's fear and caution or recklessness coming out of this person because they're very guarded, but they're holding on emotionally still. They feel like an apology or a confession needs to happen, or game playing needs to stop, and a dropping of the mask, i.e. being honest with each other or themselves here. There is an indulgence coming out. What is this indulgence? Oh, they're really drawn to you. This person is lusting after you, and the lust is getting confused with nurturing feelings as well. There's a codependency maybe on the sexual side of things for this person. Maybe you've had a sexual relationship with this person or not. It could be online. It doesn't have to be absolutely physical connection, but there's something here lusty and problematic with the relationship that they are very aware of. They feel like there's a problem. This is a problematic relationship. You are in disconnect. And I think they still have a lot of affection for you, this person, and attraction, but it's kind of under layers of other stuff going on here. Taking one's time, not coming together, not feeling that this is going to be a success, not getting the attention that's wanted, clarity of thought, wanting to communicate, blocking communication, being indulgent, sexually provocative, indulgent feelings here as well, if that makes sense. There's a lot going on here. So let's get a couple of advice cards for you, Scorpio, I think. Now, before that, let's just have a quick look at this person's intentions towards you before the time runs out. Let's have a very quick look at this person's intentions towards Scorpio, specifically between the 11th and the 17th of May. What is this person's intentions? There's a weakness here and a passivity. For all that interest and lusty energy, they're not prioritising this at the moment. They're getting into a position of formulating maybe a way to get towards you. This is usually someone who's instigating or formulating a way or a plan to get towards another person. But it's very blocked, and there's a passivity and a weakness coming out. So I think this person's treading very carefully towards you, Scorpio. There's a non-prioritization and an inability to manage. What is that? So they're holding back because they know they can't prioritize. They're waiting. This person's waiting for the right time. And I think there has been a breakdown in your friendship or some interference here. So they've kind of, the conflict has separated you. So what I think this is quite specific. I think there's been time out between you and somebody here, Scorpio. A bit of a separation. And I think this person's waiting for the right time to potentially move towards this again, because I think they feel like they can have emotional completion here and satisfaction with this connection. Any advice? Any advice? There's a lot of lust here, Scorpio. It's saying take action, but don't be codependent. Yeah, protect yourself a little bit here. There's lots of overwhelming feelings. Just keep finding your way, Scorpio. We always get the Hermit. Something's not over here. Something is not over and there's stubborn energy coming out. Keep finding your